YouTube gaming has been making massive plays in the gaming streaming market at the moment, and Twitch has been getting hit from every angle, and to be honest, they really deserve it. They asked for this. But I get back my favorite duo. These are really entertaining streams which Twitch has been preventing happening for over a year. And that isn't just the only issue with Twitch. Twitch has not only set this up to make their streamers want to leave, but they've set it up so that when a streamer does leave, it's a massive event. It's a huge knock for them. They asked for this. They set this up. And so for me, this is a bigger story than just a couple of streamers leaving. This shows like a rot at the core of Twitch. This could start off the Twitch death spiral. And there are great reasons why they deserve it. So let's get stuck in. All of this started just a couple of days ago when DrLupo announced that he was leaving for YouTube gaming. Now, he did have a contract. This is a paid move. But even so, on his own, it wasn't going to be that big a deal. Well, DrLupo does have a significant following. He gets around 8 to 10,000 viewers. One person leaving doesn't really change much, and especially as this was done around the time of let's take a day off Twitch, maybe he was just leaving for that. But then everything multiplied when today, just a couple of hours ago, TimTheTatman left as well. He was also getting a contract, and this is big news because Tim has actually not been allowed to play with one of his favorite people, as we saw in this Twitch clip recently.
Hey, Doc, if you're watching, bro, for what it's worth, I don't know if you're watching. I miss you. I miss us. I hope life's good. And for what it's worth, man, I've been tuning into your streams on YouTube, and honestly, for what it's worth, you're doing really well over there too, so.
And acting like that doesn't put your streamers on your side when you get rid of someone as big as Dr. Disrespect was, as loved as he was amongst content creators. That's not going to get them on your side. And this entire thing seems to be how Twitch really annoyed all of their streamers. They couldn't have made more moves because they thought they were the only player. They thought they could get away with anything. And all of this goes back to the time when TimTheTatman actually had a time to move to Mixer. He was offered a contract and he turned it down. He wanted to stay at Twitch. And yet now, when he's offered a contract, he leaves. And the questions are, why? What is different about now than then? Because people left, people were offered a lot of money, and yet people still made the monetary decision to stay at Twitch. And all of this is on Twitch's head. All of the decisions they've made have caused this. And it's very easy to show. I mean, you've got things like this, where Twitch got known as a gambling site. Not just any gambling site. Online gambling it's legal in many parts of the world. But it's also not in others. And those people were streaming it on Twitch. People were literally live streaming them, breaking the law. And a lot of Twitch streams, there is no age limit. And then we had all of this, and this was just bad press. The hot tub meta and everything that came with it. Because it wasn't just hot tubs. It wasn't just people in hot tubs. It came with a load of drama. Twitch actually got known as basically a site like OnlyFans. It was funneled to OnlyFans. As you see here, streamers abandoned Linktree after Crackdown because it was a funnel. People were going on Twitch, they were advertising their Linktree, and that led to their adult content. Content that shouldn't have been on Twitch. And again, who do you think were the ones on these? Was it just adults? Because Twitch isn't a site for just adults. There isn't an age restriction on the hot tub meta. And then when it moved from that, it moved to ASMR, and it gave Twitch a bad rep. And that rep was well deserved. And do you think that it's just the streamers that were paying attention to this? Do you think the streamers were just like, okay, that's somewhere else on the site, it won't bother us? Because businesses care, advertisers care, and when you're ruining the reputation of Twitch, those advertisers aren't just paying Twitch for ads, they're also sponsoring the streamers. And when you get as big as DrLupo or TimTheTatman, I'm going to leave that joke there, that also affects your sponsors. When sponsors don't want to be associated with Twitch because what's going on this part of the site, they also stop sponsoring the streamers on this side. It affects their income. And so before, what was a simple case of, yeah, we go to Mixer, but I think the platform, it's a new platform, we're not sure whether it's going to take off. So now that equation changes because you're not being offered this money, this contract by a new platform like Mixer that may or may not survive, that may or may not get the viewers. Now you're being offered this money, which, even if it was a lower contract, is now on YouTube, the largest video platform there is. And YouTube doesn't have the same reputation that Twitch does. YouTube doesn't have all this kind of stuff off. Those same sponsors that may be dubious of sponsoring you on Twitch will now happily sponsor you on YouTube. Now, there was a couple of years where people stopped offering contracts, which I thought was the right thing to do, because it was proven that the mixer strategy didn't work. It turned out that streamers actually weren't worth as much money as they thought they were if you wanted Mixer's outcome. And that was, Mixer was a new platform. They wanted the viewers of Twitch. They wanted streamers to come across and bring their viewer base with them. And it turns out they don't. When people moved to Mixer, their viewership died because loads of people just stayed on Twitch and started watching somebody else. But that's not the case with YouTube. YouTube's already got everybody. Everybody uses YouTube. So YouTube doesn't even really care if it brings people across. What YouTube is after is the perception. YouTube gaming wants to be taken seriously. They want to be taken seriously as a gaming streaming platform. So while it doesn't work for them to bring people across, YouTube doesn't care about that. Those people are already there, and it's the perception of being taken seriously that they want. And this makes them get taken seriously. As long as they're not just bringing 2 people across, if they start bringing others, they're going to show that they're making big names, because it's not just the money that matters. It's the fact that these people actually went when they didn't before. The perceptional battle isn't just that you can take YouTube seriously, that if you want to stream games, you can do that on YouTube. It's not just a video platform, but also it shows that Twitch is having major issues if these people are leaving, because these were loyal to Twitch before and they decided they weren't. And honestly, Twitch only has themselves to blame. It's not just the issues before, but Twitch has actually caused these people leaving to be a major impact because of how Twitch was set up. I originally started making YouTube videos because I wanted to stream on Twitch, and you just can't. Starting on Twitch is basically a dead end. No one's going to find you. The entire category page, the discovery on Twitch, is done from highest viewers to lowest viewers. And so you're just at the bottom with 0 viewers and no one scrolls that far. And so the only way you can actually grow on Twitch is by doing something like YouTube, making videos, getting an audience somewhere else and telling them you're on Twitch, getting them moved across. And it's because Twitch focused on the top streamers. Twitch made it from top to bottom, but what that meant is the people like Dr. YouTube, top of the Escape from Tarkov category, people like TimTheTatman, who's been the top of basically every category he enters. Those people were always at the top. They always got discovered by new people. When you join Twitch, those are the people that you're likely to find. And if Twitch had worked on an algorithm, something that enabled discovery, something that enabled the best content to rise to the top, whether it be through clips or some other method that they could have come up with that was original, then they would have been a far better platform. But now, just because it's the big people who are all on the top, they're the ones getting the views, it's not the best people on the top. It's not even the most entertaining people on the top. There is a hell of a lot of massive streamers. Streamers are the largest people there. And their content is the laziest, lowest form of content. It's all actually React content. It's taking someone's content from YouTube and just watching it. It is the YouTube videos that people are there to see. Oftentimes, the streamer isn't even reacting. Often, they're not even in their chair. They're not actually on the screen doing anything.
I'm going to be back in 1 second.
1 second, guys.
Oh, no.
I'll pause it, obviously, because I have to leave. Oh.
So,
It's very transformative.
you can say that, yeah. I mean, did Jay's video have Hassan's chair?
And yet that is what is pushed to the top of Twitch. And that is only due to Twitch's discovery. The fact that the big get bigger, and that's it. Nobody bothers to scroll down, and so they only see a few people at the top. And so if your content is just YouTube videos with you outside the room, then it doesn't matter, because Twitch will brute force viewers for you, and you will continue to grow. And so Twitch has been funneling viewers to these people for years. And so when they leave, it's a big deal. Because Twitch put all of that time, all of the effort moving those customers into these people who then took it and left. Now, I have no problem with them doing that. This is business. This is business. They got offered a contract somewhere else, and Twitch, if they really wanted to keep them, I guess they should have made it more worth their while. But Twitch is the one that asked for this. Twitch did it out of laziness. They thought if we just get a few big people, we can keep them on side, we can keep them happy, we can sign them contracts, and we don't have to worry about any of the little people. Well, now it's come back to harm them, because it turns out that if you put all of your eggs in one basket, someone else can just come out and take it from you. It's very easy. It wouldn't have been easy for YouTube to come along and buy out thousands of streamers. If the actual viewers had been spread across, if this discovery had been organic, then all these people would have had careers, and YouTube could have taken 1 and 2, and it wouldn't have been a big issue. But when you boost your creators so that actually the top 100 of Twitch is like 85% of the total views on your entire platform, it makes them very easy to poach. Twitch asked for this. If this is what causes the Twitch death spiral, this has been done by Twitch. The higher-ups at Twitch caused this. This was intentional. They just thought they were the only game in town. They thought they were untouchable, and YouTube, Google came along and showed them that there's always a bigger fish. And honestly, as a viewer, I'm all for it. Why? Because I just want my duo back. What they did to Dr. Disrespect was disgusting. Not telling him for however long it was disgusting, and not telling the viewers was worse. There is no reason to not tell your customer base, and that's what Twitch did. And then they didn't just ban him from the platform, they depersoned him. They made it so that no one else could play with him. They acted like he didn't exist, like even his voice couldn't be on Twitch. And that separated creators. That separated the duo that I liked watching. And so you annoyed me. You made me not on your side. And so when it comes down to it, when YouTube starts taking this, when YouTube is the one that starts enabling, basically trying to play the good guy, going, look, you can come over here and you can get the band back together, then what am I supposed to think? All I've had is Twitch making mistake after mistake after mistake, making misplay after misplay. Am I supposed to feel sorry for them when someone comes along and actually starts acting properly? Now, YouTube isn't perfect. The YouTube streaming isn't perfect. There's no such thing as gifting. They don't have anything equivalent to Amazon Prime. And as far as I'm aware, they take a much bigger cut than Twitch does. But it also has advantages. Their clip feature is far superior, and their quality, if you go and look at DrLupo stream, is incredible. He's streaming at 1440p at 25 kilobits a second, as opposed to Twitch, where people have to stream in 900p because the maximum bitrate is at 8,000. 8,000 versus 25,000. The difference in quality you can get with that is insane. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm hyped for this. I think this is a great time. I get back one of my favorite streaming duos. I see Twitch be forced into a position where they have to improve, or they're gonna really get hit. If this starts people leaving, if YouTube wins the perceptional battle, then more and more streamers are gonna leave, and this is just causes Twitch to get further and further into the mud. This is what happens when you do nothing for years. This is what happens when you mistreat your creators for years. The amount of emotes you banned, the people you censored, the words that you're not allowed to say. Just because somebody had the different wrong opinion on Twitter, they got removed as an emote of Twitch. That is something you shouldn't do. That is disgusting. Twitch's behavior has actually been quite repulsive in recent years. And this is something that I've spoken about before. It was the same with Activision and Blizzard. When you treat your customers like crap, when someone comes along and they do something which hurts you, everyone that would have defended you is happy that it's happening. Because you were the ones that mistreated them. And so they're not going to defend you when you need it. This is why good people, this is why good companies treat their customers with respect. Because the time will come when they need those customers. They need that goodwill, and you should bank the goodwill in the good times so that you have it in the bad times. Instead, they're taken for granted or actively punished. And so when it all comes down to it, there's nothing left in the tank. So Twitch, you banned creators I liked. You mistreated me. You censored me. You taken off emotes that I like. You've got other people on there that shouldn't be on there. You banned creators who shouldn't have been banned. You didn't give reasons about why you banned others, and so we have no choice but to assume that you were the one in the wrong because you're the one who's hiding the reason. YouTube is far from perfect, but as far as this is concerned, for me as a viewer, I see only upsides. This, hopefully, is a sign that YouTube gaming is improving. They're going to improve their game streaming platform, and they're going to treat it actually with a lot more respect. When they're actually spending this much getting these people across, hopefully, they're also improving the UI, improving other features, making it get taken seriously. And Twitch, either they take this as a warning, they improve their platform, or this could be just a cut which drips and drips and drips until Twitch is nothing more. We've seen over the internet years many a massive platform, many a world leader of whatever their industry was, die. And this could be the start of just another one. But for now, that's it from me. If you liked the video, press like and subscribe for more videos in the future, and let me know what you think of it all down below. Your opinion on Dr. Disrespect, Lupo, and TimTheTatman all on YouTube together again. If you like Twitch, do you think that actually probably deserve this one? Let me know. I'm interested to find out, but for now, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.